Hello, my name is Jennifer, where this evening I'm going to convince you to adopt your pet from a shelter instead of buying one from a pet shop or a breeder. So starting off, let's put you in the situation that you're just born, you're a baby, and you're with your family and your siblings, and one day your owner strips you away from all that, puts you in the street, and you're completely confused and you have no food, no water, and you're left to fend for yourself for the rest of your life. That's what happens to a lot of pets and animals in the United States. My own pet, her name is just a cat, her name's Lilith. I got her from a shelter and they gave her to me completely healthy, 100% vaccinated and dewormed. The only reason they haven't spayed or neutered her is because she was too young, but they also offer older pets that are spayed or neutered at a cheap price also. And I'm going to be going over 3 main topics today. The first one being why buying your pets from a pet shop or a breeder is bad. Second one being is why you should adopt from a shelter instead. And the third one being how to help or support shelters, either in your area or all over the US. So let's start off by talking about why pet shops and breeders have such a bad rep and why they are genuinely bad. Most of these pets come from puppy mills, and if you don't know what puppy mill is, it's basically where these dogs and cats or whatever are bred in inhumane living conditions, don't get any veterinary needs met, or are just living horribly and aren't cleaned or helped and aren't checked for any medical attention or needs. So I have evidence to support my claim. The first one being from the St. George News, made in November 14, 2021 by Chris Reed, titled St. George Area Pet Store Accused of Selling Sick Puppies. What this news article goes over is that people are outraged because they bought new puppies from a pet shop and they're sick, they come home sick. Your pets shouldn't have any medical conditions or anything wrong with them when you buy them or you adopt them. And this really shows how bad pet shops are. They are allowing sick animals to be sold, and they're sold for cheap prices. They could be very expensive, and they genuinely do not care about these animals. They just want to profit off of you and your money. Another piece of evidence I have is from a YouTube video made in February 19, 2021 by Fox 13 News, titled Fox 13 Investigates Where Do Pet Store Puppies Come From? Basically, in this video, it goes over where the puppies come from, and it shows you that they come from puppy mills, and it shows really graphic videos of the inhumane living conditions that these dogs are bred in and living in. And there are many other reasons why pet shops are bad. And breeders do not care about the dog or the animal that you're getting. They only care about their money and how they look. They aren't fixed, they aren't getting their vaccinations. They just sell them for obscure prices. They can go up from $500 to over $1,000, and they just want to profit off of your money. These dogs are bred against their wills and could sometimes become deformed because they don't know where they're getting these dogs from. Now that we learn why buying your pets from pet stores or breeders is so bad, we're going to go into why adopting is a much better option and why you should adopt instead. So for the most part, pet shelters are non-profit for the most part, and they solely rely on donations. So these animals that they get are rescued or from the streets or from are neglected from their homes that they were previously in, and they fix them up for you. They meet their veterinary needs, make sure they're 100% healthy before even giving them out. And if you want a kitten or a puppy, they make sure that they're at the right age to be adopted. You can't get them too young. And most of them are spayed and neutered, so you don't have to worry about getting your dog or your animal getting pregnant or anything. And if you don't want a dog or an animal, there are other alternatives that a lot of pet shelters do offer, which is reptiles or rodents like bunnies, lizards, snakes, hamsters. They have various pets for you to choose from. 70 million in this evidence I'm going to talk to you about, I got from PawsomeAdvice.com, made in June 1st, 2021 by Emma, titled Horrifying Animal Statistics. And what this article goes through is the obscure numbers that dogs, cats, and pets are strays. 70 million to be exact, to about 70 million, because they're not even that sure. It could be more. But about 70 million pets in the US are strays. And 43 million of these pets are euthanized. Adopting your pet from a shelter could give these animals a second chance, a second life, and a forever home. You could save these animals from getting euthanized, or you could save these animals from the streets and provide a better life for them. Another piece of evidence I have is from another website, made on March 13, 2020 by Pet Care Hospital and Wellness Center, titled Adopting Instead of Buying a Pet. What this article goes through is basically the pros of adopting a pet, and it also says how it's a cheaper alternative to buying one from breeders. And to adopt a pet, it could range from $50 to $200. My cat that I adopted costed $120, and it, for the most part, all goes to the shelter and helps the other animals that aren't getting adopted meet their medical needs. So now that we learned why adopting is such a better option and you should definitely consider it, we're going to go into how we can help and support these shelters all over the US. So if you don't want a pet, or you already have one, you could also support. Supporting would help a lot, and I'm going to give you ways to help. First off, in this Twitter post made on November 30th, 2021 by Humane Society, on the post it shows you how to donate or help out, and provides you a link to donate to help the animals. Another piece of evidence I have is from an Instagram post made in November 12th, 2021 by Mayday Rescue, and this post basically shows the adoption days available if you're looking to adopt, and the link in their bio on how to donate and how to help out, because most of these shelters are non-profit and they rescue animals off the street from dangerous living conditions. And now that I've told you how you can help if you aren't looking for a pet at this moment, we've seen why pet shops and breeders are so bad. We've seen why adopting is such a much better alternative, and how you can find your perfect pet from a shelter. And we learned how we could help and support these shelters if we're not looking for a pet, or if we still want to support anyways. Hopefully you consider buying a pet, adopting a pet from a shelter in the future, and especially since the holidays are coming, A new adopted pet would be a great gift for someone this year.